Today, I'd like to dive into a theme deeply woven into the fabric of human existence, the pursuit of perspective and meaning. In a world that grows ever more complex, we're continually inundated with experiences, information, and emotions. The way we interpret these elements can be the dividing line between a fulfilling life and one that drifts aimlessly in existential uncertainty. As creatures of reason, we yearn for comprehension. We seek a lens through which we can interpret the world, one that provides not just clarity, but also practical value. Such lenses are as varied as the individuals who employ them, shaped by life experiences, cultural heritage, or even exposure to impactful works of art and literature. These interpretative frameworks can span from bleak, nihilistic viewpoints to uplifting, spiritual perspectives. But which lens best serves us? The annals of history and the strides of human progress are, to a large extent, a communal effort to identify constructive perspectives, those that enhance our social harmony, our happiness, and our sense of purpose. These viewpoints often crystallize into ideologies, religions, or ethical systems, providing a robust framework for a fulfilling life. They serve as a refuge for restless minds and a solace for troubled souls. Yet, these belief systems can also become stagnant, morphing into rigid institutions more preoccupied with self-preservation than with the welfare of their followers. What transpires when a belief system disappoints us? When it evolves into an entity more concerned with maintaining its own integrity than with facilitating the spiritual or intellectual growth of its adherents? Here we encounter the intrinsic tension between religion and spirituality. Religion often supplies a prepackaged lens through which to view the world, replete with ethical guidelines and a sense of community. Spirituality, conversely, is an intimate odyssey inward, a quest for personal growth and self-realization that might operate beyond the borders of organized faith. But what if you have a crisis of faith, abandoning a once cherished perspective? This can create a psychological vacuum, a void that yearns to be filled. Often in our haste to substitute the old lens, we are susceptible to the pitfalls of magical thinking, connecting dots that aren't inherently linked, swayed by superstition or illusory correlations. For example, interpreting a black cat crossing one's path as an ominous sign can be an all-too-easy way to fill that emptiness. While such beliefs may offer momentary emotional respite, they risk obscuring our interpretive lens, leading us astray from rational choices and sound judgments. It becomes imperative then to carefully examine the lenses we adopt, ensuring they align not just with our emotional needs but also with a world that can be empirically examined, questioned, and understood. The peril arises when either religious or individualistic paths are followed too dogmatically. A religious institution might forsake its original mission of spiritual nourishment, while a bespoke belief system can entrap us in webs of irrationality and egocentrism. In conclusion, finding a balanced perspective is crucial for navigating the complexities of life. It allows us to seek the truth and, more importantly, to live a life of usefulness, purpose, and joy. When in doubt, be sure to choose a perspective that serves you. If your lens on the world makes you feel afraid, suspicious of others, or isolates you, then regardless of its intellectual or moral merits, it is not serving you well and may need to be discarded. On the other hand, if your perspective instills you with courage, inspires you to engage with the world, and motivates you to contribute positively and righteously, then you may have found a lens worth holding on to. Beware, however, there are many who benefit from instilling in you a point of view that makes you want to stay back and disengage. These are the tortoises that wish to make you lose sight of the true speed and power you actually possess. Yet, it's important to remember that narratives, especially those told by others, often omit nuances and complexities. The omission of information, whether intentional or accidental, can skew our understanding and limit our viewpoints. It's essential, therefore, to exercise caution and not allow others to exclusively shape the narratives that form our beliefs. Always assume that there is information left out, and take the initiative to examine things with your own eyes, to question, to challenge, and to understand. In a world where perspectives can often divide us, may we have the wisdom to continually refine our own, while appreciating the diverse lenses through which others view this intricate tapestry we call life. This is Clear Pill Philosophy. Thanks for listening.